Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. And here comes my cat. Okay, so usually I use the same cup that that I got from my acquired father, and but then recently I was at a thrift store and I got some cool saucers and cups and little bowls. And so anyways, I wanted to try doing some readings out of these little bowls that I got. And I think they're really nice because it's like more of a surface to look at the images. So we're gonna see how it works out, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the classic cup style or if you like these new bowls they're new to me bowls. Okay, so I'm just gonna do what I usually do, and we're going to turn the cup or bowl in this case 3 times counterclockwise and stop towards the heart and tap on it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's see. There's no. Okay, I got it off pretty good. All right, now see if you can see what I mean. It's kind of nice because there's a wider area to kind of look at, and it's a little easier because it's not as deep. Okay, and let me grab my little pointer here. All right, so let's just start looking at this. All right. And now I kind of like to look at this in the view thing, and I like to look at it with my naked eye because I see different things on both. I'm seeing a lot of little animals here. A lot of little animal figures. I see a lot of animals in my cups. I just like animals, I think. They're in my consciousness. We like to feed animals. We like to identify animals. I've grown up just outside a lot in the wilderness and bird watching and that kind of stuff. So they're very, very much in my consciousness. Okay, so I'm gonna start and just kind of pick out a couple of the little animal images I'm seeing. Here I'm seeing some kind of little, maybe a little dog, okay? And this one actually looks like a little person with a little cap on. It looks like they're running, and this one looks like maybe it's some kind of animal as well. Okay, so and let me see if I can get this a little clearer. There you go. So it looks like there's kind of this little these 3 here. So animal, a little person, human, and then a little animal again. They look like they're running. They look like they're running towards the left. Now for me, the way that I read things is that things that are facing towards the left usually indicate something from the past, or if there's movement to that side, usually to me that indicates that there's a lot of ruminating or going back, wanting to go back in time, wanting to revisit old things, maybe having a hard time getting over some of the old things. And so let's see, we'll come back to that. I just kind of want to see what else is around the rim here. Okay. So I'm getting really the impression, okay, that at first I was thinking this was maybe kind of a jovial, kind of a jovial chaos, maybe. Maybe a lot of socializing, possibly a lot of coming together with people in your life. But the more I'm looking at this, I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. I think there's a lot of fragmentation. I'm here, like, I get the feeling that there's a lot of kind of yelling going on, arguing, loud voices. And then over here, I'm also seeing this figure, which looks like the outline of a bird. This would be the head and the beak, and this is the eye, and here are the wings. Okay, and also facing towards the past for us. And so just really this heavy, and then here we have kind of a dog figure. It looks like it's jumping at this bird almost, going to the past again. So I feel like there's a lot of, something has happened, right? Something is coming back up, and it's causing a lot of turmoil, I think, in your life right now. I feel like you are very unsettled. You're just not feeling yourself. I think that I'm just getting this impression that there's every figure is towards the past. So what that really indicates to me is that not only is this like an old thing that happened, but I feel like after whatever it is that happened for you, that you lost a lot of people, okay, that were in your life. Maybe you've lost contact with friends, family. Something happened, and it seems like it was really big. There's a lot of scattering. I feel like you just really, it feels very traumatic to me. This feels like something that, if the event was not traumatic, I feel like the fallout has been traumatic. I feel that you're very much like stuck in this place. I feel like you're really having a hard time figuring out how are you going to move forward? How are you even going to get through right now? Okay, I feel like maybe it feels to you like everyone has abandoned you. I feel like this is also, I feel like this is, I see these threads of the same kind of feeling coming back to you. So I feel like this sense of abandonment is not a new feeling. I think that when this thing happened and that, you've had a lot of people leave your life, this is maybe bringing up even older feelings of abandonment, okay? And this is kind of your worst nightmare happening, it seems like. I'm so sorry because it just feels terrible. This cup really just feels, this is one of the more unsettling cups I've ever looked at, and it really kind of hurts my heart a little bit. But that's, you know what, that doesn't mean that it's always going to be like that, okay? So we sometimes go through these very huge transitions, just seismic level transitions in our lives where everything is left to waste, right? Like that term, what is that? Scorched earth, right? Where everything is just destroyed, okay? And it feels like you've lost everything. Like, how are you ever going to survive this? How are you ever going to, um, how are you ever going to get through this? But, you do, okay? And then things slowly start to shift. You start to rebuild for yourself. And I think, I see that there are unformed formations here, but I see that, some of these things, when you look at them, it looks like they're ready to, like this one here. This is the first little animal figure. When you turn it over, okay, it looks like this one is going towards the right. So here's one that looks like it is moving forward, okay? And, and we're always gonna look for those little things, because we all have our big problems in life that come along, and sometimes they feel like the end of the world, and and then you get through them, and it's all about what you're gonna make of your trials and tribulations. What are you gonna do with that pain? How are you going to let it transform you? And how are you going to come out on the other side? Okay. What lessons are we going to hold on to? What things do we let fall away? It doesn't always, sometimes it just doesn't mean anything, and it's just painful. Okay. And I've lost people in my life, close people. And so I understand that, sometimes even years later, it just doesn't make sense, and you wish that it did, but it doesn't. And that pain never goes away. But you become a new person over time, and you maybe become many new people over time. And so I see this right here, it looks like an anteater, which is one of my favorite favorite animals, and a very resilient animal at that. Lives in harsh climates, and feeds off of the things that we just wouldn't think that would sustain somebody something. Excuse me. Sustain something so large, right? So I just want to tell you, sometimes we get these cups, and it just, it makes me pause, and I really feel like there's just so much heartache here. But I also see that there are little glimpses of resilience, and I really think that, for me, this is an indicator that you're going to get through this, and you're going to rebuild, your life, your social networks that you have. You're going to have, some maybe better people in your life. And that's going to take some time, sure, but you're going to be able to do it. And now I want to say, and I'll say it on here, and if you want to get a hold of me, leave a comment, or if you come find me on Facebook, there's the Facebook page, Ula Tea Leaf Readings, or on Instagram, Ula of the Tea. Just DM me and let me know that this resonated with you, and this particular reading really did. And I think, we can link up, and I would love to do a more involved reading for you. And I would be happy to do that for free, because I want to see how this goes. I want to hear more about you, and I want to hear about, you know, through the the messages of the universe. I want to hear about maybe if there's a little more clarity about how you can go forward. What, you know, what things would help to get you to where you need to be. Okay. And so I thought this was going to be a really happy reading because I saw these animals just kind of jumping around, frolicking. And, you know, it kind of reminds me of like a scene of like a Gaia, Earth Mother, surrounded by all of the forest animals. And that's a beautiful image. And I'm not saying that's not what this is, but, you know, sometimes nature can be brutal. Sometimes nature takes everything from us, you know, and leaves us bare, and we have to start from square one. And I don't think that you're that far. I don't think that you're that far into this, you know, just total wipeout. But I think that, you know, there's some things, and I feel like there's a lot of anger, a lot of possibly you have some, you know, resentment, and I think that you're really just holding on to this stuff from the past. And listen, I get it. You know, I really do. I've definitely gone through big cycles in my life where I literally just, you know, didn't really know anybody, moved away, did my own thing, and was by myself for not just months or weeks or anything, for years, just to, you know, get a handle on what I needed to do going forward in life. And it's not easy. So I understand, and I have great empathy for situations like that. Okay, let's see what we have on this saucer. Maybe it'll give us a little more direction. So I'm seeing some triangles, and for me, that's good news. That's a real sign of strength. I think, you know, I relate that with the fire element, and really that is a big indicator of immense strength, creativity. There's guiding light. I think that you just really have that thing in you that maybe it feels like it's a little tiny flicker right now. But, you know, you just tend to that fire in you, and it's going to come back, and you're going to get right back on your game. You'll be stronger than ever moving forward. And I think that, you know, I think this saucer is telling me that you have a lot of strength, okay? And it's just a matter of managing that right now, getting that together. And, you know, try to focus on the now. Try to really think about what things that you can do in your life today, tomorrow, and that are going to be beneficial to your, you know, your goals that are goals coming up soon, right? Not super long-term stuff, but just your daily goals, your weekly goals, have some goals for the next few months, that kind of thing. Things that are manageable, and things that I think sometimes we need to have big dreams, right? Of course. But sometimes when we're just in these lower places, we just set these like, these benchmarks and goals and things that are just super hard to reach. And it's just like we're fulfilling a prophecy of not being able to do it, not being good enough, not feeling, you know, not feeling on the same level as people that we see around us or on social media, whatever it is. But if we set little goals, and the simple things sometimes are the most foundational, most important things to do, okay? And I'll share a couple of mine. Right now, I'm trying to limit my salt. I'm trying to trying to do some because I'm having blood pressure stuff go on. So I'm trying to get my blood pressure evened out. That's real hard, man. Like it's real easy by the end of the day to just want a snack that's salty, okay? And or getting to bed on time, not staying up for those, you know, couple extra hour when the house is quiet and I can just focus on my own stuff. Sometimes I know I just need to get to bed and get that extra rest. But you know what? I sabotage myself. So I'm worn out. And so these things seem like little things, but they add up. But they're also manageable goals. They're things that we keep trying to do and we keep trying until we get it. Okay. And that's what I'm just trying to say to you. Make some manageable goals. Okay. This isn't something that you can't do. I think that you really have that strength in you. And yeah, so I don't want to, I'm not going to keep going on and boring you, lecturing you. But yeah, just like I said, if you've watched this video, it resonates with you, you're in that place, and you would like to have a more in-depth reading, I'd really like you to reach out to me and we'll figure out how to get you like a private reading, to figure out more details, see what else we can look at. And you know, I'd love to do that with you. So yeah, also please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what's going on with you, how I'm doing with these videos, what you like, what you don't like, what you're seeing in the cups. Am I missing stuff? You know, all those things. So I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate your time. It's always an honor for me to be able to read your leaves and get this message out there. All right. I hope you have a most wonderful day. Thank you so much. This is Ula Tea Leaf Readings.